flash off. Hopefully that works. We'll see.
No, you're the stars of the show. One eve in New York City, January 1933. In the Bronx around 3rd Avenue lay Marino's little hidden speakeasy. Now times are getting tough, mighty hard to stretch a dime. Marino formed a murder trust to take insurance out on a life. They settled on a candidate, the man that would be called Iron Mike. Now Malloy was a simple man, fought fire in the city made of stone. But now he sat a life away across the ocean, far from his native home. From the hills of Donegal he had wandered long ago. They say it's easy to kill a man, but the truth of it you'll know. It's hard to swat a barfly made of iron, oh, the likes of Mick Malloy. Now Marino and his boys, they tried to fill him full of liquor till he fell. They thought the booze, it had him taken, until he finished every bottle on the shelf. So they anti-froze his whiskey, they turpentined his gin, and sat around and waited for the sickness to begin. Did not foresee that they were dealing with the man they'd call the Irish Rasputin. Each morning he came through the door, knowing that his credit, it was clear. And seated at the bar would happily just sip the heat rub in his beer. So they doused each glass with poison enough to bring one to their knees, and filled them with wood alcohol that would strip bark from the trees. But mighty Malloy just sucked and sank each highball right down with ease. This morning he came through the door half starved, but no one had to pass the time. The murder trust intent on things, they set out plans to have him wine and dine. Oysters allowed, alcohol, sour sardines for a snack, and sandwiches on white bread filled with glass and carpet tacks. Oh, that meal, it sure did hit the spot, proclaimed the mighty juggernaut Malloy. Well, nothing he had taken that should kill him seemed to pay him any mind. Oh, the murder trust were anxious, for they knew they might be running out of time. One night he passed out on the bar, they took him for a ride, and they tossed him on a snowbank, poured 5 gallons on his hide. Last night I took a little spill, but I only have a little chill, said Malloy. There you go. his name on the insurance claim. Marino had to find some way to kill, but the man just wouldn't die. He sat around and drank until he'd had his fill. So they put him in a taxi that belonged to Harry Green, and at 40 miles an hour they ran him down there in the street. Just some weeks in the infirmary, and Iron Mick was out back on his feet. A little worse for wear, Malloy stepped through the door. A thirst was on his mind. The murder trust, they were desperate now, decided they would try another time. So they poisoned him with gas, and of the body it was said that Mick Malloy had had his time. The Iron Man was dead. But it's easier said than done to kill the one and only Michael Malloy. Well, the story, it is over. And yes, the insurance paid just a little money out. But they couldn't quite keep their mouths shut, and the law moved in and shut the whole thing down. So they ended up in Sing Sing, and with one shot they did fry. And laughing in the corner was the ghost of Mick Malloy. And thus concludes the singing truth, the thrilling tale of Iron Mick Malloy. Tony was like, this is going to be a family-friendly event, so we'll sing a song about murdering a drunk Irishman instead. That's just what you get. Absolutely, yeah. Okay, we're going to... thank you for coming. We're going to sing... I'm going to say some songs off the record, but we're going to sing all the songs off the record, you know? We could have made this into a full-length album, and then myself and Tiffany, we thought about it really hard, and like these songs were all written together with a common theme of the place, the town where we met, of Dundalk. So we kind of said, let's just keep them together, and we'll just put this to bed, and we'll start on to a new record, which you guys aren't aware of this yet. We're going to be starting recording that one fairly soon too. Hooray, we're all going on tour, all of us. This is Harp and Chip Shop Courage. Well, the town it moves and leaps and bounds, while the corner boys stand wild and proud. All the glory days in the lily white haze, the barley hum down Ann Street. You had harp and chip shop courage, stood for hard man times. Fight of the earth, street scenes again, and then your world turns to fire. Come on, kid, take another swing at me if you dare. I knew your father well by his whiskey nose, and see that he didn't care. Hurry up head now while the sun still shines. Giles the sand waits for no replies. All but option 2 is a 20-foot dive to a harbor filled with moonlight, with smoke rollies where the castle stands, and fall into cheap cider plans. Trouble always finds a willing horse when you're born without a care. Come on, kid, pick yourself up, make your mother proud. I know she taught you well with her witch's tongue. Don't take it lying down. Was it everything that you needed it to be. Counting swallows through your window on a wire, 1, 2, 3. Did you really think they would be there when your rides, if head south now for the winter, disappeared into the skies? Oh, but sadness looms in the darkened bars where you kill your brain with the early jars. And then you do your service on the jelly roll line, speak of work in foreign lands. And then you head back to where the crack is good, the relief, oh, the brotherhood. What's the score? As the cat, I haven't seen him in a little while. Come on, kid, don't be talking, won't you call him for another round? All the Seatown nights are calling, all the Seatown dreams we find. Okay. This next song is called inspired by the work and the words of a very good friend of ours, Mr. Boyd Chubbs. It's right there. He does not want your attention whatsoever. Years ago, Boyd, he explained that one of his favorite colors of all time is the shade of Prussian blue, and he explained to me that why he thought it was quite beautiful. And he featured it, the pigment on the cover of our last record, which funnily enough is also available here at Fred's. So this is Prussian blue. Do you wake to catch the dream you stole while blinking in the sun? Fall on shifting afternoons and claim your day has just begun. Well, let a decent sigh fall out on lovers you once knew. The dream that once was lilac fades with time to deepest blue. Let it be said you never shied away from walking on your own. It was on the darkest roads I walked, I found my way back home. Go venture sadly on the quay if it's what you feel is right. But no burning bush, it will be seen in the drunken phases of your night. If it should be your wish, I'm sure the waters will consume and caress your fallen body in their arms of deepest blue. Let it be said you never shied away from walking on your own. 'Cause on the darkest roads I walked, I found my way back home. Your typewriter clicking drove me mad from dawn to dusk. So I filled it up with bullet holes by the river and watched it. Sad songs and stories left for you When shadows hit the water, you know there's nothing can be done but go and grab the car keys, because midnight swimming, it can be fun. We'll lose ourselves on West Coast roads and brambles thick and true. Watch the galaxy unfold from gold to Prussian blue. Let it be said, you never shied away from walking on your own. 'Cause on the darkest roads I walked, I found my way back home. Over the last number of years, whenever we first came over here and met Tony, it's funny how much time Tony and ourselves and we would bump into each other at the ship, you know, and then all of a sudden, a quiet pint of a Tuesday evening becomes like a 3 o'clock in the morning affair, you know. But he met us whenever we were just two folkies writing strange songs, and since then we've had the Dandelion Few's got many kind of forms and stuff like that, and Tim Cuffer on the kit, Charlie Graham on the guitar, and a man who we owe a lot of credit to, Pete Verdon on bass. He's been with us for a very long time.
Guess what, Sean?
What's that,
It
Jamie?
actually was Tim's birthday on Thursday.
Hooray!
Hooray!
That's so nice of you. There's a song called Honeybee. Hope you like it.
64 years ago.
64. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Winter has finally been whiskeyed away. Now the moon has a cider-like glow. The streets full of foil-wrapped cold chips and crushed cans and yellow undertones. The temperature is rising. We shut off our walnut wardrobe. The young ones look fractal in polyester clothes. They meander and ramble and roam. Oh, my dear honeybee, tyranny of the queen causes a glint in your eye. In love with your loneliness, caught in a drunken haze, spiraling, not knowing why. "11 a.m. and the sunlight comes knocking. The night fades from color to chrome. You came up like lightning 10 hours before. You were wild and rampant and bold. Take your salted schemes and caffeine. Fall in line with the hordes and the droves. Waxing and waning, the seasons cascading to the steady sound of the drone. Oh, my dear honeybee, tyranny of the queen causes a glint in your eye. In love with your loneliness, caught in a drunken haze.
say it's in the knees, rows of white figurines sullenly smiling at you. Unlike a spinning top, you're young until you're not. Stepping out of the
It's always been like the amount of shows that have in-store shows that I've been to, and I was just thinking like Tiffany was like, do an in-store at Fred's. It's just like everybody has to do it. And I was like, I'll do it with pleasure. But we tried this a couple of years ago too, and then COVID happened, so we just put that on hold for a bit. But it all made sense because here we are now, you know, and you're all here, and we're here. And there's records and CDs and things. That's just great. It's also a dog friendly shop, which is even better, you know. All about that. This is the Stinging Light. And then we're gonna go straight into our secular hymn. I'd like to see you when the springtime comes around, but I've far too many unsteady plans to pursue in this town. Won't give up my blues without a fight. With the stinging light of daytime or the hollows of the night. Real love can be a cancer that is laced right through the bones, or it's a cherry blossom in desert sands, brings me safely home. Then you turn on the light again, and I burst forth from my slumber with a rattle in my hand and let it shake. Let it rattle, let it roll, don't let it break though. We're not written down in stone, there's just far too many things I need to say before I go. And Steinbeck says that Steinbeck does, and Steinbeck's never wrong. And so I took the words he wrote to me, I put them in a song and wrapped them up with love and gold to ease the rain. And I sent them to my mother via paper aeroplane. She said, "Dear boy, you're crazy, you can't be no son of mine. You have far too many coffee stains, you've drunken too much wine, that bottle's empty. You can rest assured, there is poison in your pen and in your every spoken word. And let it shake, let it rattle, let it roll, don't let it break. We're not written down in stone, there's just far too many things I need to say before I go. There's far too many things I
citrus smell of orange peel at a picnic in the park. You know, you always made me strong with your phone calls in the morning when you tried to sing along. And I'd love to come and see you when the summer comes around, but you're going on a big ship, I'm going across town. I'd love nothing more than to try and leave this place. I would dive into the ocean, I would dive into your grace and let it shake, let it rattle, let it roll, don't let it break though. We're not written down in stone, there's just far too many things I need to say before I go. There's far too many things I need to say before I go. There's just far too many things I need to say before I go. Oh, sacred heart of mine, you've been bleeding out for a long, long time, and my sins like tears fall from your eyes. Oh, sacred heart of mine, you should ask me to abstain from the ways of the world and the devil's own plan, from the breaking of hearts to the birthing of pain. You should ask me to abstain. I will promise to do you right. I'd throw off the old clothes, step into the light. I'd bathe in your waters, be cleansed in your sight. I would promise to do you right. And I want to hear your call, but the lips on the picture say nothing at all. And the rosary beads I let scatter and fall as I waited for your call. Oh, sacred heart of mine, tears fall from your eyes. Oh, sacred heart of mine. Oh, sacred heart of mine. Oh, sacred heart of mine. Thank you so much. What an honor to have you all here. Thank you so much. Tony Plowman, everybody. 40 years here.
Born in a small town, Ireland, and constantly emerging, evolving in St. John's, Newfoundland. That is a great sample of what you're going to hear on this record, which we have the CD we have on sale up front. Once again, for the beautiful harmonies and this great band, let's give it up for the Dandelion Few. September 28th, Janina McGillivray and Jake Nickel will be here. So by all means, come on back down. Thanks very much for coming out.